I'm chopping my head off, but that was the only way I could get the video in. Welcome to my crazy life. I'm Lori, and today I'm stuck in traffic. So we'll have a car vlog this morning. It is, what time is it? 7:40. I'm leaving. Today's an 8:30 day at my job, and then I go to my second job tonight. So, I'm kind of stuck in the car. Oh, my clothes are all whoppy-jawed. It is snowing. It is April the 19th. April. You heard me correctly. April 19th. It is snowing. I'm over it. It's 36 degrees, so it's not sticking, but it is enough to cause a little more issues with the traffic this morning. Hope I'm not late. I mean, if I'm late, I'm late. Can't really help that. Fix my cardigan. There, that's better. I'm so hopeful that it's going to be nice out today that I didn't even wear a coat. I did not. So what is new? What is exciting in this world? Coffee, of course. Let's see, since the last time I vlogged, I've done a lot of shopping. There's a crazy thought. A lot of housework. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. I miss her terribly. So my cousin and her mom, my mom and her mom share a birthday, came to my house and we hung out for a couple hours while her daughter was having softball practice in the nearby town the town that I live in. They live about half an hour away from here, but she plays on a traveling softball team in town. So they came, and so it was cold. They stopped over and they visited with me, which made me happy, and it was definitely a good distraction for my current mood of yesterday. So we had coffee and visited, and then of course I had to get myself ready for work today. Pack my lunch, pack my dinner for my second job. So yeah, this weekend coming up, I've got crafting to do. I am helping a friend with her granddaughter's wedding, and so I'm sewing table runners this weekend. I couldn't remember what I was doing. Sewing table runners. Oh, I need lipstick. Sewing table runners for her this weekend for the shower. And then next weekend, I'm packing up my Cricut and my sewing, not my sewing machine, my Cricut, my iron, all my supplies. And I'm going to her daughter's house to help them do some cricketing type things that they need for the wedding. The wedding is in June, but I also have my vacation in June, and so we need to get this done. So we're hurrying along. Just looking at my nails. Do you remember a couple months ago, the Dollar Tree had the Kiss brand, and I can't remember what these things are called, but they're like overlays. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Maybe. There we go. They're they're like a sticker, for lack of a better word, that you put on your nail, and they stay. I put them on Sunday. Today's Thursday. This is my second set. The last pair, most of the nails lasted over a week. One or two of the nails I had a problem with, and that was totally me putting them on incorrectly. They were choosing the wrong size. So they only lasted a week. I'm hoping I can get 2 weeks out of these, but they are so pretty. Let's see if I can get my face out of it. They're so pretty and so easy. And those are actually, like, the crystals are actually like 3D crystals. It was awesome. I have 2 sets left. And now I'm kind of hoping that the Dollar Tree gets them back again. I mean, I guess I could just go to Walmart and buy them, but I guess they're like the Jam nails. I'm always so late to the party with all this stuff. But that's the same concept. Yeah, I love them. I've got some randoms left. I figure I could use them as like accent nails and paint the rest of my fingers, a different color or whatever. So I did that. I wanted to do a review on these, but until I can get some more and until they're like relevant, like back at the Dollar Tree, what good would that do? Here's something you can't get at the Dollar Tree, and I have no idea how much they are anywhere else. I'm getting ready for my couponing this weekend. It's not going to prove to be a great deal weekend for me, only because a lot of the coupons to make the good deals are regional, and I don't think I got any makeup coupons the last 2 weeks. Maybe L'Oreal. I did get L'Oreal, which is actually not even on special, but I didn't get the Revlon, I didn't get the Almay, I didn't get the Maybelline. So I don't have, other than what I printed, I don't have really any good coupons to go along with my CRTs, if that makes sense. So I'll figure it out today while I'm working. I'll listen to some podcasts, see what the deals are. I don't really need anything, but I also don't want my CRTs to expire before, or be forced to roll them on a week like this week where there's not a lot of deals. I don't want to roll them just to spend, or spend them just to spend them, because obviously rolling them is the better idea. However, if it comes down to spending them before losing them, then obviously I would spend them. I know there's a Kotex, You by Kotex deal this weekend, and I can always stock up on tampons and pads for myself and my niece. So that's always sorry, I'm allerging this morning. That's always a good thing. Then I just, also last night I was talking to my cousin, and her daughter, as stated, is on a traveling softball team. And I took the 4th of July off, really for no reason other than it's a Wednesday holiday, and boy, wouldn't it be fun to have the 2 days before off. But it might work out because she's going to be in Indiana, next state over, with Addison that weekend for a tournament. And I was like, I could totally go with you. So that would be, I need a haircut. So that would be pretty fun. Just something different, not costly, but get out of the house, go and enjoy my family. I love my cousins. I love the kids. We would have a super fun time. I think that would be good. It would be good. It would be good for Addison to have family at her games, that show her how much they care and are willing to put that extra effort forward to see her. I feel like that's missing anymore. Oh, I'm so tired of traffic. I literally just left my house. I'm less than 2 miles from the highway, and I have been traveling since 7:30. I left at 7:30. It is almost 7:50 now, 7:47. And I'm still not to the highway, which is fine. It won't get better when I get on the highway, so I might as well just keep chatting. What else is new? What's exciting? Just thinking about summer, and I need the snow to stop and the rain and get outside. I want to get in the dirt and plant some things. Not a lot of things, because then that requires upkeep, and I never remember that portion of the whole spring thing. I do have plants growing in my window. I need to take some pictures of those once I get it all cleaned up, put it out there. Excuse me. I started some seeds of basil. I love basil. So is that my sweater? I started some seeds of basil, and I started some seeds of forget-me-nots. They're both Buzzy brand, which usually I buy at Target, but the dollar store or the Dollar Tree had the basil plants for $1. And Target, they're normal, the forget-me-nots, and they came in a little metal pot, are regularly $3, but I got them at the end of season for 75 or 90% off. I mean, they're really cheap. So I thought, oh, how fun. I love starting seeds and watching them grow and seeing, creating my own, I don't know, plants, life. My Buckeyes mug. Go Bucks. I love the Buckeyes. The spring game was interesting. I worked that last weekend on the 14th. And if you've never been to a spring game for football teams, or if you're not a fan of college American football, it kind of means nothing to you. But here in Ohio, we're all about our Buckeyes. I'm sure that's not a surprise to anybody who has been near a Buckeyes fan. We love our Buckeyes, rain or shine, we're going to go see them. So a spring game is a scrimmage. The defense, they create 2 teams out of their entire team. A scarlet team and a gray team. So some of the offense, some of the defense play on either side, and they compete against each other. And the coaches are on the field. It's really a time for the media to come out and see, for the recruits to come, or the kids they're recruiting for different sports to come. It's a time for fans to get a chance to see the team. But it's spring. I mean, there was no seniors, and football doesn't start until fall. August, I think, is the first games. Maybe September, but I believe it's August. So it's really a scrimmage practice. It's a practice that's open to the public, I guess I should say. And so they sold out. Now, I think the shoe holds like 100,000, maybe a little more, but they're doing construction over the summer, so it only holds 80,000 right now, and that's how many tickets they sold, was 80,000 tickets. So the stadium was full, lots of families, lots of kids. The tickets are like $5, and they take that money that they make off of ticket sales and they donate it to a local charity. I'm not sure what this year's charity is, or if it's the same charity every year, but I do know they donate the money to charity. And but there was rain coming, so Michigan and Minnesota, which are both north of us, had to cancel their spring games because the inclement weather that was coming to them was going to be dangerous. Not just rain, but thunderstorms and dangerous weather. So they canceled. But the Buckeyes, up until Friday, we didn't know if they were having a game, if they were canceling the game. And I happened to be working it, so I'm like, well, what time do I have to be there? So I got an email around noontime, game on. It's going to be at noontime. So they had planned it to be at 1:45 because there was going to be a lacrosse game beforehand, but that didn't work out. They put the lacrosse game because of the weather coming on Friday. So we had to be there at 9 a.m. Doors were at 10. Game kickoff is at noon. Perfect. So I get there. We get our radios, because I do like a guest safety. I walk around and just give directions and help guests look for smokers, because there's no smoking. Look for people that may have imbibed a little too much alcohol. Just safety. If there's any first aid needs. So we have a radio. And we hear an announcement over the radio that they're going to rush the game. The weather's coming in quicker than they anticipated. They're going to rush it. So instead of 20-minute quarters, 20-minute halftime, it's 10-minute quarters, 5 minutes halftime. Okay, perfect. I'm like, yeah, get out here a little earlier. Everybody still gets to see the game. Then they start playing. Now, during a scrimmage, it is like a practice, so I know the one side, I think it was Gray, scored up. Oh, and the beginning of the game is touch. It's not tackle, so they don't want anybody getting injured. This is touch football for the first half. So there was a score, and I think it was Gray, and they needed to kick their field goal, so they did. But then the coach, Urban Myers, had the kicker practicing from different portions, different tick marks, and then backing him up, to see how far he could, kick into the wind. Storm was coming, so they had him kicking a 53-yard field goal. It was awesome. And they had a announcer there. They had real officials from the NCAA college football officials, I think they are called. I don't know. But they had real officials there. I mean, it was a game. So anyway, it comes up to halftime, and, a couple minutes till half, and then we get the announcement, no halftime. We're skipping the half. And they're not going to stop the clock on the second half. So normally in a football game, if you've watched it, if there's a incomplete pass, if there's a penalty, because they were calling penalties, they would stop the clock. But in the second half, they did not stop the clock. It just was a continuous running. They wanted to get this game done. They ended up finishing 5 minutes before the rain started, or 5 seconds before the rain started, which was awesome. The band got to do their halftime show in the rain after. And yeah, I mean, the band, it was nice. It was fun. It was exciting. And we were teasing all the kids. Who's going to win? Because, it's the Buckeyes. So that was fun. I love watching football. I love working there, the experience, the energy, and all that. And if you're wondering, yes, I made it to the highway. Oh, woohoo! And it is 7:54. I'm on 70. If I can make it to 270, which is the next highway I get on, by 8 o'clock, I know that I will be on time for work. See how that works? Yeah, I'm a little cuckoo as far as that goes. Nothing really else exciting in my life going on, or in Ohio. We're just waiting on the weather to change. I've got a trip coming up, a small one in a couple weeks. I'm going to drive to Maryland and back in 2 days. So it's about a 6.5 hour drive. We'll leave Saturday morning at 5 o'clock. We will get to the Sheep and Wool Festival in the afternoon sometime. We'll shop, we'll walk around, we'll hope it's not raining, because it did rain last year. And we'll go check into our hotel and visit, knit, do whatever. And then Sunday morning, we will go back to the festival first thing. Walk around a little more, buy anything that we may have forgotten, and then get in the car and drive home. And I'm going to be driving this trip. Heidi drove last year. Now, last year there were 4 of us. This year it's just Heidi and I, which is fine. We always have a good time. And hopefully find some fun yarn and some sheepy goodness. Oh, I want to screech in little sheeps. They're so cute. And then Heidi will eat lamb burgers. Like, that is wrong. You should not be eating sheep at a sheep festival. But whatever. I will not be having a lamb burger. I think I had a sausage last year. It's like a fair, so they will definitely have fair food. But it's just all about the sheep. All of the space, all of the barns will be set up with booths, and they'll be selling knitting and crochet and sheep stuff, tools and bags and accessories. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. And then a lot of them are independent salespeople. And then there's I think there was some food vendors there last year as well. I know for sure there was a family, I think they're from Vermont, that they have their own bees and they make their own honey, and they were there selling the honey, and oh, it was so good. I remember buying honey last year. There was a vendor selling homemade jams, and there was some interesting, I think I got burnt brown sugar and bourbon. Oh, it was really good. And another type of jam last year. And then they have plant sales as well. So for people who grow starters, they sell their plants at this festival. There's an area set up where you can purchase plants. And then this girl was not going to let me merge. This is a dangerous merge I just had to do to get onto 70. And when people are rude and not allow you in, it just causes more traffic. Anyway, so that festival was a lot of fun. It's huge. It's in Maryland at some fairground. But you go and you park in the field, literally a field, and they have school buses. They come by, so you just stop at the end of your row, and the school bus will pick you up and drive you, depending on where you have to park. We'll drive you down to the front, to the gate, and I think it's like $5 to get in, but it's totally worth it. And I believe that money goes towards, renting the space and all of that. Excuse me. Okay, we're getting on 270. What time is it? 7:59. We're gonna be on time today. Whoop whoop. Tonight at my part-time job, I'm gonna be working the Outcry concert, which I believe is a Christian concert. So that'll be quiet. And not quiet as far as music goes, but a lot of Christian concerts do not have alcohol sales. And the customers tend to be more reserved when there's not a whole lot of alcohol around. No, I'm going to eyeball the girl that wouldn't let me in. Sorry. You just saw my seedier side. I don't really have a seedy side, but I do get a little road angry. Now let's just hope we don't hit any traffic on 270. Well, anyway, so I'll go work there tonight, get home around 11:30, hopefully not too late, work tomorrow. And then I'm off for the weekend to get my crafting on, go to the Dollar Tree, do my CVS couponing, hopefully get some housework done. All right, we're coming up on a mad traffic jam again, so I'm going to sign off. Have a good week, everybody, or weekend, as it may be, and I'll chat with you later. Bye.